here of Roleplay Ehbon week number 5. Rich, you have now downed a blacksmith apprentice, what you think to be a 7-foot tall ogre wielding 2 weapons, and a small half-ogre child has ran out of the room, or out of the same house, and the person you knocked over, the ogre, is screaming, "Go back inside, Tuttigub."
I'm so sorry. I thought you were a vicious killer out to murder us. I sheathe my sword and go over and look at the character and his wounds.
He's still on the ground. He's just like, "What the guards? Guards!"
I'm so sorry.
He's screaming
I'm so
guards
sorry.
over and over.
Do we have to get the authorities involved in this? I don't have insurance.
He's still screaming guards, but no one's responding yet. A couple people that are coming out of the bar at this point are kind of looking over your direction, but they're not stopping. They're just kind of going on about their business. What do you guys do?
My sword is away, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Well, my name is Rich. These are my friends. Apparently you've met this one over here already. What? Sorry, who are you?
He's rolled over on his back, and he's just shrieking in pain. He's like, "Oh my God, it hurts so bad."
I'm going to grab my swords back from him and then ask Cobblepot to heal him.
He goes, all I was doing was bringing her weapons back. What the fuck, man?
I'm sorry. From my point of view, you were an ogre charging through the streets of the city. Although, I guess I should have realized that in the middle of the city there probably wouldn't be a malicious ogre
God, fucking
attacking.
this talented. Why do I get treated like such shit?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Mr. Ogre.
So, JP, I'm gonna do to the ogre. Have the guards gotten there yet?
No guards have arrived that you guys can scream. He stopped shouting guards, though.
Okay.
He's more concerned about his wounds.
Command forgive.
Oh, and you're touching the ogre?
Yeah, I'm talking to the ogre, yeah.
Well,
I haven't started curing his wounds. That's who I'm speaking to.
hold on. Let me look at something. Oh, okay. The ogre opens his eyes and looks at Rich, and he goes, "I'm sorry!"
I'm gonna whisper to Neil. He's not really sorry. It's a fake apology.
He goes, "Oh, God,
It's a
my
salvage.
stomach, there's blood everywhere. I'm so sorry, man."
No, it's my fault. I don't know what's going on here, but here, let me. And do I have bandages? Does someone have bandages?
I mean, you'd have like. You would have some sort of way of bandaging him. You can rip your clothes or something like that. I don't know if you actually have bandages on you. I doubt you do.
I don't have bandages on me.
You have a shirt or something on. You could use
Yeah,
that.
I dig into my backpack and I find like an old dirty shirt that I haven't washed yet, and I kind of like rip it into strands and try and help, bind the wounds somehow.
Would you do that off of a roll, Neil? Like, how would you?
Oh, I mean, if he's not actually like taking bleeding damage.
He's not bleeding or anything. You just sliced it across his stomach. It wasn't a deep cut.
And this is just like,
Yeah, okay, so you stop the bleeding. The entire time that this is happening, he's very confused as to what the fuck is going on, because here he is in the middle of the street with a gash across his chest by the very same person that is now helping him. And the entire time he is staring right at you and just screaming, "I'm so sorry! I can't believe that you stabbed me! What? This is just... I'm so sorry, man!"
It's my fault.
You see his face as he's saying this. You can't believe the words coming out of his mouth as well. By this time, the young half-ogre has reached his father in the middle of the street, and he's just like, what happened to my father?"
Your father was accidentally wounded by me on purpose.
He looks at you, and he looks at the rest of you, and but I'm gonna go find guards, and he starts to run off.
No,
I'm
it's fine.
going
It's
to-
fine. Everything's okay. We don't need to get guards involved. Everything's been taken care of.
He's still
Yeah.
he's still running. Like he
Yeah,
took
I'm
off
gonna
when he
chase
said
him
that.
down and tackle
well.
him.
Give me a. You could definitely catch up to him. Give me a strength check. D20 plus 16.
JP, can you describe this guy
Which guy?
that's running? The guy running towards the guards.
He seems to be a young half ogre boy. Doesn't have anything. I mean, he's just wearing like a simple garb. Nothing crazy on him.
He doesn't have like any cool boots on or anything.
Nope.
Okay.
What did you roll? 30. Yeah, you totally tackle him, regardless of what his strength is. You tackle him. The other
Okay,
guy's
I'm
like,
gonna
let me
start
go, let me
dragging
go,
him
don't
back
hurt me.
to-
You do what?
I'm gonna start dragging him back as well to the forge.
Yeah, I mean, you totally drag him back. The entire time he's screaming like, don't hurt me, don't hurt you, let me go. Guards! He's just screaming constantly.
I won't say anything to him. I'll just leave it for Rich.
Yeah, you make it back to the forge. Do you go inside with him?
Yeah, I go inside with him.
Okay. You
And
guys
I,
see
ask Rich to come inside.
you see Riley carry off this young half ogre back into the forge, and at this point, Rich, you've stopped the wound from bleeding, and also at this point, the ogre is screaming, "I don't forgive you! Fuck you, man! What the why? Who the fuck are you people? And why was I? What did you cast on me?" He turns towards Cobblepot and says that.
Just calm down and I'll help fix your stomach.
He looks at you and he goes, "Can you? What? How are you going to fix me?"
I put my hands on him and I say, just calm down and trust me. And
He doesn't say anything. He just looks
I
at
will
you.
cure him.
Okay. Give me the
What
roll.
do I roll?
Your cure spell is 1d8.
5.
Yeah, you place your hand on the wound and heal him for 5 damage. The wound almost seems to go completely away. And he is now he stands up and he's just kind of like, what? And he looks at Rich and goes to punch Rich.
Does he hit
And
me?
hits Rich.
Oh God.
He goes,
Good.
don't ever fucking do that again.
I won't. Really. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry. I can't apologize enough. Anyway,
Does Rich die?
Does he die? No. It's just like
kidding.
he punches you, but it's only temporary damage. It's not, you don't actually take any HP value.
I'm so sorry. Did you owe her swords?
He goes, no, look, let's get out of the street. Come into the forge.
All
It's
right,
over there.
I go ahead and very carefully kind of let someone else go in front of me.
All right, you guys make it to the forge. When he walks in, he sees Riley.
Yeah, I let go of his son the second he comes in.
Oh, the second you got inside the... Okay, we'll jump to you then.
No, the second he comes inside, before you can see what's going on inside, I let go of him.
Oh, okay. Door burst open. 7-foot-tall ogre walks in. You let go of the son. Son runs towards his father, and he's like, "Father, what happened? This woman right here dragged me into the forge. What is going on?" The father looks at his son, and he's like, "I don't. Go to bed, son. Well, I'll see. I'll let you know what's going on. Everything seems to be all right." Son kind of looks at his father, and it's like, "Okay, all right." And he walks upstairs. He's like, "Now what the fuck was that about?" And he looks at Rich and says that.
I saw an ogre, and I running with weapons in hand. I immediately went to danger.
You didn't hear me say you forgot your weapons?
I didn't know that was you. I heard a voice say that, and I turned to look, and then there was a charging ogre. I'm sorry. I come from a dangerous place.
He turns to Riley and he's like, Are these your friends?
Some of them, yes. It's fine. Don't worry. We'll be on our way.
He goes, well, no, look, I'm gonna be out of work. I can't go back to work tomorrow. Someone's got to work for the master tomorrow, else I'm gonna lose my job. I got a son to care for.
Does he pay in swords?
Does he what?
Pay in swords?
He goes, what? The payment would be mine. You knocked me out of commission. You're not working. Look, someone has to stay here and work tomorrow. No one's getting the money. The money's going to me. But I've been knocked out of commission. One of you has to work.
What if we just take care of your son for a day?
And he looks at it and he's like, Tuttigub could take care of himself. He doesn't need looking after.
But you just said that's why you're out of work.
I'm out of work because this fucking asshole, and he points towards Rich, just slashed me across the gut, and now I can't work the smith.
Alright, you two can figure this out for yourselves, and then I'll just leave the forge and stand outside.
I walk out with her.
No, you don't. I close the door before you can get to it.
I'm sorry, buddy. Is there something I can do to make this right? Here, I reach in my bag. I empty out all but 2 gold coins and say, "Here, have this."
How much gold is that?
That would be 97 gold and 8 silver.
Yeah, he sees you drop this on the table and his mouth is wide open. He's just like,
Look, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. It was an honest mistake. Here's all of my wealth, except for a little bit to get by, so I can hopefully not starve. Is this okay? Are we cool?
He looks at the gold again, and he looks at he picks up a gold piece and looks at it. And he goes, what? Goes and bites at it. Looks at it again. What? Is this actually gold?
Yeah, dude, it's gold.
Knocks it on the table. He walks over to the forge and picks up a hammer and kind of hits it. And he's like, well, you're not lying, but it's not from here. Did you kill someone to get this?
No, I was paid to recover some water with that.
He goes, paid to...
Look, I come from a really far away land. I don't know how I got here. I'm a little bit confused, and now I just stabbed probably, an innocent person. So, just take the money, take the apology, and sorry.
He's like, well, we're good here. I'll just tell the master I had some extra gold in from last night. Yeah. Thanks for hitting me. Apparently it turned in my favor. He's like, what'd you say your name was?
I'm Rich.
He goes, well, thanks, I guess, Rich. Hey, let me know if you want to spend some more gold. I'll be here. I work here daily.
Are you offering yourself as like a straw dummy to beat with swords?
No, I'm offering myself as someone that could, for payment, perhaps make you stuff tomorrow.
Oh, well, I already have some weapons, so I'm good.
Okay, well...
I have plenty of weapons there.
If you need anything, you let me know. You seem to have a lot of money, and I enjoy a lot of money.
Well, you have all my money now, so...
I do indeed, he smiles.
Yeah, you do.
It's like, well, I gotta go nurse this wound. You guys have a good night. He starts to like usher everyone out and basically kicks you guys out as nicely as possible. Door slams
we
shut.
could have done so much with that money.
You know what? It was the right thing to do. I fucked up that poor guy. He wasn't going to be able to work. He might have lost his job. He's got a kid. God knows he's probably got a wife, maybe some other kids. Like, if he's out of commission, how's he supposed to feed his family? And then he might be out of a job, so he might not even be able to make money even after he gets back in shape to work. So, what am I
such
supposed
a
to do?
softie. You're a softie, Rich.
Yeah.
As you hear the door shut, you start hearing like laughter inside. You can hear the ogre just laughing.
What does that sound like? I can't envision it.
He's just like, it's like the gold is all mine. What a night! What a night!
Is it the same laugh a lizard would make?
It might be. If it were a lizard,
lizard?
yeah, a horned lizard, yeah. So,
All
anyways,
right, so-
it's almost the middle of the night. You guys are standing outside this forge.
Let's head back to the bar and go to sleep.
We already booked a room. We can all sleep in it.
All of 4 of us in one bed? It seems a little cramped. Why don't
No,
we...
you guys can sleep on the floor.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get my own room. I still have plenty of gold. I buy myself my own room for the night.
Yep. Bartender says that's the last one, but it's yours. It's yours, sir. Hands you the keys.
Sweet.
Takes your 5 silver.
Sweet.
So before we go and do that, JP,
Yep.
I want to cast Detect Magic into the blacksmith shop.
Okay, let me read the spell. Hold on. You cast it at the blacksmith shop and do not detect any magic.
Okay. That's all I want to do for tonight. I'm down to go to bed.
All right, everyone goes to sleep.
Yep.
Who
I'm
sleeps?
probably
Who
already
sleeps
asleep.
where? Rich has his own room. Cobblepot, do you sleep on the floor with Riley and Ricardo?
Are they both on the floor?
I mean, I don't know. That's up to them.
I'm already sleeping in the bed. When
Oh
they
yeah,
get-
you were never here for any of this. Didn't you go to sleep?
I was at the bar, but I'm guessing I probably already went to sleep.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. So, Ricardo's already asleep in the room. Rich, you go to your room. Cobblepot, Riley, you guys just go. Riley, you go to the room that Ricardo got you. Where do you go, Cobblepot?
Well, when Rich was buying his room, was he announcing that he was buying it for himself? Because he said my own room.
Yeah.
So and Riley offered the communal room, so I'll be heading towards their room.
Okay. Cobblepot sleeps. Where do you just sleep on the floor? It doesn't actually matter. I'm just
So
curious.
I'll get in the room after her, and I'll kind of like see what she does first. Like, where does she go to lay down?
I'll just. How big is the bed? Is it like a double or queens?
It's
twin.
a cot. Like they don't have double queens, whatever. It's just a normal bed. Ricardo's a very slender fellow, so he's only taking up about half of it. Like he's actually the bed's up in a corner and he's leaned against the wall on that side of the bed.
Okay, I'll just sleep in the bed.
All right, you lay down next to Ricardo, who's already asleep. Cobblepot, you see that?
Do I wake
I'm gonna
up at all?
try and snag a pillow and sleep on the floor.
Okay, you go to sleep on the floor. Yeah, I'll just say I need Ricardo's spells. I need Cobblepot spells. And Rich, you're sleeping in the room alone. You have no problem going to sleep. And about halfway through the night, give me a... Here, I'll just do the roll myself. Whoops. You wake up as the door slams shut in your room.
Okay.
And you roll over, I would assume, to investigate the noise. And standing there is the same hooded fellow that you saw speak to Lavos. And he goes, Rich, what have you done?
What do you mean? What have I done?
He goes, how the fuck did you get here?
There was an elevator. There was a no, not an elevator. I don't know that word. There was a room with buttons, and it was a small box, and we were all in there. And then all of a sudden, we were pushing buttons, and then we were here, and then there was great evil, and there was darkness, and it smelled awful, and then there was death water around us, and this fine dust that was this thick, coarse dust that on the ground, and Jesus Christ, dude. Where the hell am I? I am so lost and confused.
How did you find the room?
This dude told us. This skeleton dude told us to go here.
He turns around and you kind of see him like...
Oh, the dude in Narsh.
Yeah, Darth. You would know his name,
Darth.
Darth. Yeah.
Darth. Yeah, Darth
So
told us.
You say Darth told us. He turns and you see his head kind of shake and at the back of the cloak, and he goes, fucking, who have you spoke? What have you done while you've been here? I need all the information right now.
I might have stabbed a blacksmith.
You did what? Did you kill him?
Maybe. No, he's alright. I paid him off. I think we're good.
No one's. Have you spoken to anyone in the town? Have you spoken to any of the wizards?
Bunch of people.
Only commoners, right?
Oh,
It's like
maybe
this-
not. No, because the others were looking. We got separated, and half the party kind of disappeared, and they were at a bar for a while, and they were trying to get into the big tower. I don't know what they would have done to get there, but they've been around doing other stuff too. You'd have to go talk to the elf and the girl.
He's just shaking his head. He's like, this is bad. They're not gonna like this. I knew this was a bad idea. Look, we gotta. And he's just kind of sitting there shaking his head back and forth. He seems very distraught, totally not paying any attention to you now.
I'm sorry. Where am I?
He goes, this is the fourth one.
The fourth one. What?
You're from the fifth one.
With the fifth what?
You don't remember anything? Yeah, he's like, you don't remember anything?
Remember what? What are you talking about? I told you everything that happened since I got here.
He's like, look, okay. This doesn't leave this room. And he touches the side of the room. And you don't really know what it does, but he just puts his hand up against the side of the room. Takes it off. And he looks at you and he's like, you cannot tell anyone I told you this. It would cost us both their lives. I shouldn't even be talking to you about this, but obviously, here you are in this rendition, and you fucked up. In fact, all four of you fucked up. Should have never found that room. Should never talk. I should have never even introduced you to Lavos. And he's sitting there shaking his head, and he's like, you know the gods, you know Lavos, you know.
Yeah, totally.
All the gods in our world. They're not the best. This is the fourth world they've created. You're from the fifth. How far down did you go in the elevator? He
Down
says the
to
word
the
elevator to you.
Pit, the dark area with the smelly thing and great evil.
Did you go to the first floor?
I don't know what's in the first floor.
Nothing.
Well, I think I was there. We saw something that was completely blank.
He goes, did you see it?
See what?
Did you see it?
Maybe.
He goes, if you saw it, did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard some creepy shit.
He goes, well, that is what they use to basically start over. And he describes to you. Let me read the description here. Let's see. Oops. Where the fuck is the description of this thing? He basically just describes to you a creature made by the gods, created only for one thing, and that is the destruction of worlds. And that thing will soon be unleashed on the second floor, which I assumed you visited. Did you not?
Maybe.
Because
What-
did you smell the bodies?
Yeah, I smelled the bodies.
Okay.
That's what those were?
They killed everyone in that world. That's what you
Jesus.
smelled.
Why was that? Why did they
You
kill
see
everyone
these,
in that world?
and he's like, I'm telling you too much, but these gods are actually new at this. They've never designed a world before, except for these 5. And each time they get a little bit better, but they started off pretty shitty.
What do you mean these gods? Are there other gods?
He's like, I've already said too much. We got to get you back. We got to get you back to Ehbon.
Yeah, get me the fuck out. Well, actually, I kind of like this place. It's not. I'm not. I don't have to eat bugs all the time, and it's kind of pretty. I'd actually rather just like to stay here.
It's like no can
If I
do.
can get a job.
No can do. It's like we. Where
Wait, why did they create Ehbon if this place is so awesome? This place is great. Why would you ever create Ehbon?
And he goes.
Ehbon's a piece of shit. Life there is so brutal and difficult.
He looks at you and he's like, the humans challenge the gods, and the gods hate it. They can't stand it. They hate being defied by shitty people in this, the shitty humans in this world. You know why there's only a handful of you in Ehbon? Because the
Why?
gods fucking hate you.
Really?
And he's like, you guys do nothing but cause trouble. As you can see by the fact that you left Ehbon somehow, and here you are in the 4th world. All you guys do is fuck shit up.
I'm sorry. I've been so nice to you. I thought we were getting along well. I thought Lavos and all the others liked us. I thought they were cool with... No? They didn't like Riley and me?
He's just kind
They
of...
like me and Riley?
He stopped listening to you again. He's trying to figure out a way. He goes back and touches the side of the wall. You don't see anything change, and he goes, look, don't fuck anything up. I'll be back in a couple days. We didn't have this conversation. Do not tell the others about me or the fact that I was here. I'll be back in a couple days. And he opens the door and leaves.
Okay. I go back to bed and try to fall asleep.
Yeah, you're able to. After about 30 minutes, I mean, your mind's racing with all this new information that you found out and all that nonsense, and eventually you do go back to sleep. And everyone wakes up the next morning. You guys, I would assume, go downstairs and grab breakfast and whatnot, and that's where we'll start. So, whatever you guys want to do.
I'll be
So
like,
just-
hey, what's up, guys? Where the fuck you been?
Good morning. I was sleeping comfortably in my own bed.
See,
Yeah,
it all
it's
started
good
when
to
we were on
see
that
you.
elevator, and Riley hit all the buttons, and then you guys got off, and me and Rich were trapped on the elevator.
Should have gotten off. I got off. How come I got off and you didn't get off?
I don't know. My legs aren't as long as yours. Can't move that quick.
Well, anyways, it appears that we're in a different world. This is definitely not Ehbon. There's plenty of water. And I'm trying to figure out where the fuck we are. And, yeah, I think we have an audition with wizards. They might know a little bit more, so...
Maybe we shouldn't see them.
Why?
I don't know. What if we're not supposed to be here? Weren't we supposed to report back to Darth?
Not supposed to be here. This place is awesome.
I know.
Yes.
I kind of want to stay here.
Yeah, I'm
Would-
staying here. I'm never going back.
Would you even
Well,
know
the,
how to get back, even if it's possible? Plus, yeah, like, there's so much water here. And there's just all kinds of shit, and the food seems to be pretty good.
We went to the other floors when we got stuck on that elevator, and there's some floors you guys don't want to go to, but this one's pretty good.
What do you mean, floors we don't want to go to? What do you mean, floors?
Floors, worlds. Basically, when we got a little bit lower, things got a little bit darker and scarier. It's not like this world.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think we should find or go to the wizards and find out what we can about it.
Okay. The guy said he'd meet us in the tower and then take us the rest of the way. So let's go there.
Okay. Yeah, let's head up to the tower.
Okay.
As we're walking there, I ask, did you guys cause some trouble with the guards there?
Riley insulted one of the guards, so
She would.
Yeah, well, he was being a dick. So,
she called him a douchebag in Elvish.
yeah.
Doesn't she know it's the same word in common?
Because I speak both English and Elvish, yes. I did know that.
Okay, so we go to the tower.